up, YouTube? It's your boy Zach, and I'm back with another one. First thing, thank you for clicking the video. Second thing, sorry about my recent uploads. They've been getting totally butchered. Part of one of them got completely cut in half, and then the second one, the last game got completely cut in half. So that's just on me. My apologies. I will be much more aware of that going forward. Basically, I just wasn't clicking entire source, and I was uploading just part of the source. So a lot of fun, technical nonsense that I'm learning, but of course that makes sense. I'm just a little bit new and I was getting a little carried away. So, for you today, my friends, we have Akal Pakal, or Akal Pakal, which I think would be better because it rhymes. This is a really good card. It's a little bit underrated and overlooked. But basically, you're looking at the top two cards, and you're selecting your best one. You're putting the other one in your graveyard, which could very easily fuel graveyard decks, and also just thin your deck and filter things that you know you're not really going to need. But most importantly, it can hit lands, and it can hit more artifacts. So the other very important piece, obviously, is Third Path Iconoclast. This is a premier 2-drop, absolutely insane 2-drop for Izzit. It's going to be in every Izzit list for the rest of time, especially every commander deck, things like that. But these do create 1/1 artifact soldier creature tokens. So every time we create one of those, we are going to be triggering this, digging a little bit deeper, and helping thin our deck, etc., etc., etc. The other main win con I do want to point out is Dragonspark Reactor. This is a crazy card. Every time we get one of these 1/1s onto the battlefield, it's getting bigger, it's getting bigger, getting bigger. And if we can activate one of these in the game, we're probably going to win that game if we have any other damage sort of already applied to them. Now, the rest of the package, I'm really proud of quite a bit. I do want to sort of jump to the top of the 5-drops. So this is better than it looks, especially in this deck, because it triggers our Pakal. It does 5 damage, and whenever whenever we do excess non-combat damage, we're creating treasures, which creates even more triggers, right? For example, so basically what I'm saying is we lay the Magmatic Galleon, we create a dude, we trigger our Dragonspark, we take something out, say we have another Galleon on the field, well, we do excess combat damage, well, boom, we have 2 triggers of excess combat damage because we have 2 Galleons, so now we have 2 more treasures entering the battlefield, and that's 2 more treasure entering the battlefield, creating even more triggers for this, making this even bigger and bigger and bigger. Same thing with the Diamond Pickaxe. When we create those treasures, it becomes bigger and bigger. This is a great little addition, and also it's a non-creature spell. Guess I'll go to this next. The Enthusiastic Mechanaut here. Don't overlook this guy. Reducing the cost of your artifacts is really, really good. If you have one of these on the field, and then if you have any of the treasure that we're creating from our artifacts, you can relatively easily get to 8 mana and just cast this right off the bat. And the other thing I like about Cityscape Leveler, the reason I'm choosing it, is with Pakal here, when you do put one of them into the graveyard, you can put your Cityscape into the graveyard, and it's 8 mana either way. So if you really need to destroy something, the biggest, scariest thing on the other side of the field, you can do that, and then just get a Trampling Boy to help you finish the game. This guy coming in with Trample, in addition to Dragonspark, I mean, these 2 things back to back should pretty much end the game. We have a Chameleon here. If you haven't seen this, you discover 5 at your end step. Pretty cool little artifact we can get to. Of course, it is going to be cheaper if we have this or some of our treasure tokens. And the other 5-drop I snuck in here is this. This creates a 2/2. It is a non-creature spell. I like that it creates a body right away. And then later on, if we do have basically a huge Erebas's Forge guy, right? It's like a 7-drop. We could just equip this, and there's a 9 damage in the air swing out of nowhere with tramples, or something like that if we really need to, right? So pretty cool little flexibleness there. And then big score in here at the 4-drop slot is really, really good, just helping us find our pieces and fill in that little ramp spot that we have. And we don't have too many 4-drops because we are sort of relying on ramping and sort of skipping that part with things like this again, right? So I do want to go to a 3-drop, so we can fit more Everfelling Wells, but for some reason, whenever I add more, I always get both of them in my hand, and it is a legendary artifact, so you can't necessarily lay it unless you want to go to graveyard. Pretty cool card. It's not necessarily amazing, but I fit in the Brass's Tunnel Grinder here. This is pretty amazing. Also an artifact. Pretty good way of taking advantage of, say if we have Cityscape Leveler in our hand, well, we can throw that to the bin and draw an extra card for that, right? Things like that. This helps us go above. If we need to start going above, this can help us do that. It's recurring, this adds a lot of diversity to the deck. Like after a board wipe, well, this will still be here after a board wipe, right? So we're not so susceptible to things like that. It's just a little bit of a extra depth kind of thing. Now, Tamio's Logbook, this is actually pretty good. I snuck this in at the last second because, randomly you'll have a bunch of treasures, you'll have a bunch of these, and then all of a sudden this is you're casting this for 2 mana or 1 mana every turn to just draw a card, so that's kind of decent. I thought I'd just try it out. You probably don't need to run this. You could probably go with like another Braided Net, for example. Good card, it helps stall some time, and actually on the second half there, draw a card for each artifact you control, and then put it into the blah blah blah. So you could draw up to like 6 cards or something insane with this, right? If you have treasures, things like that. So a lot of fun, a lot of cool stuff. And of course, Pakal's in here. Now, Cathartic Pyre, a little removal in the early game, but also just fixing your hand in the early game. We don't have so much interaction. I'll kind of talk about that. You might want to add some more interaction, but I couldn't really find. This is what I ended up on. You need some like. You need the artifact synergy, but you also need realistic interaction sort of at instant speed, which is why I ended up on 3 Fading Hopes. This is also a cool card. You can tap an artifact to counter any spell. It is 2 blues, so a little awkward. You'd probably do this late in the game. And then we did fit in a Schooner, because, hey, it's a crew 1. You could probably easily fit in way more Schooners, but I've done a few different Schooner decks, so I thought I'd lean towards this today and try it a little bit more in this way. And I think you could almost up this. You could go with 4 of those, probably, and go for just like a I want a ramp kind of thing. But I wanted to go for something a little bit more balanced, I guess, and leaning into the Akal mid-range, late-game type of thing. So this is really good. And Fading Hope, I mean, it's a non-creature spell that just gets you a ton of momentum, and it helps our creatures, our 5/5 vehicles swing in and not have to deal with a very annoying little 1/1 Death Toucher or something like that. So, and the scry is huge. So I think the deck comes together pretty good. It went with 24 lands, nothing too fancy in the land department. It's pretty much exactly even all the way down. So yeah, much love, you guys. Again, sorry about the videos being cut off earlier than they should be. That should be the last time that happens. I'm pretty frustrated that a couple of them ended up that way. But I'll keep pumping out content for you. Hope Lost Caverns of Ixalan has been going good for you. Good luck on the arena. I hope this deck inspires you a little bit. I think Izzit Artifacts is insane right now. There's probably tons of better ways to build this that aren't even utilizing the vehicles, for example. But I thought that Galleon, the Galleon is pretty cool. And you could go with just more combat damage, right? I've sort of done something like that before, where you have way more lightning strikes and things like that, and you're trying to get that. But I think this is just a clean, layer artifacts, establish board presence with your Iconoclast, make this bigger, wait till you either Cityscape them, or you activate this, or you just win off of going so wide with all your little boys. Yeah, you want to usually win, you know, if you're against like a wedding announcement deck and they're going super, super duper wide, kind of hard to beat that. If you are against black decks, though, it's pretty cool because your artifacts and stuff, you know, they aren't creatures while they're not tapped or while they're not crewed, so you can sort of get around some of that point-and-click removal if you play that correctly. So there are some strengths and weaknesses to the deck. Now I'm just blabbing. Let's get into the gameplay today. Much love again, and I will see you in the next video. Okie dokes. We like it. We are big fans. We do need 1 more mana. However, pretty good little curve that we're approaching here. Obviously, this is way out of reach, but you'd be surprised. Now, we are against black here. One thing I've learned is lead with your Dragonspark, because if you get your Iconoclast removed on turn 2, you want to cry. And I do not like crying, as it turns out. Well, we don't have a better option here. Oh, right into a go for the throat. Oh, there it is, a go for the throat. I knew it. Oh, I just know it. I'm so smart. It's crazy how smart I am. The smartness is off the chain. Dude, look at this koi fish. Whoa. All right, so there we go. Does black have artifact removal? I don't think so. Ooh. Yikes for them. It's going to be a big yikes for Bodo. Ooh. Yeah, so I actually ended up upping I think 2 copies of this is like about perfect. Your Dragonspark can be a win con. This can also be a win con. Okay. I like this quite a bit. I like this quite a bit here. Boom, bam, bang. I probably should have waited to lay the land in case we got a tapped land. Pro strats. Don't lay your land too early now, especially if you're planning on drawing cards. So no reason on swinging there. We could use Dragonspark to tick out Children early, which would probably be a smart idea. However, if we simply are allowed to Magmatic here, that's pretty good too. This is better than it looks. The thing I dislike the most about this is it doesn't hit stinky ass Planeswalkers, man. Like, why not? It's a 5-drop rare big ship. coming in.
This is my
Tell me you can't hit a
home, and I don't
planeswalker with that
appreciate
thing,
it when
Mac?
people
Wow.
touch my things.
Who you got on the cannons? You guys need better aim. Ooh. See, it'd be nice if we could hit the Liliana and then get the treasure, since the excess damage we do is going to get us treasures. However, Shouldered goes goodbye. What I really like against certain colors, playing this deck against certain colors feels really good. When you're against blue, you feel rough. You feel bad because your certain pieces get countered at awkward times, and you kind of need your artifacts to continue churning here, or else what are we really doing, right? We might as well be playing like mono white humans, which, by the way, is the reason I finally got out of plat. I was just like, you know, I'm just going to spam mono white humans until I can get out of plat here. So, interestingly, we can crew already, however. Absolutely no need to do that. And it can't swing yet because it does have summoning sickness. But look at the position we're in. It's not like we're in a bad position here. I would call this a very nice position. Now, check this out. Like, if you have 2 of these on the field, you get 2 treasures for every excess. Of course, Shoulder has exactly 5, so that's convenient for not showing you guys the cool stuff. However, I mean, here we go. We're doing it. We're winning. We're this is winning the game. What's up? We're at 6 life, but I mean, what you got, baby? Tenacious Underdog hasting in would be kind of lame. We can get in a little bit more damage. Yeah, so let's crew this. Kaboom. 1 more point of damage. We are risking, of course, the removal, but I would say that would be totally fine. Okay. Obviously getting a little close. We got rid of 2 McLoldos here, though, so. Okay, cool. We have a moment to breathe. What's funny is like 1 Galleon getting in, 1 Erebrass's Forge, and 1 Dragonspark. That's like, you know, essentially 15 damage right there. Almost 16, right? So, we're 1 off of Cityscape. Pretty unfortunate stuff, I might add. I might add, indeed. So, like, whenever blah, 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 so there's no point in swinging with the non-trampling dude. There's literally no point. So we go ahead, we swing. We save Dragonspark for another Mechaloldo. We do have a Disruption Protocol, which is rather nice. I thought that had an ability for a second, but I saw him hovering it. I was like, what did I forget? What did I forget? Okay. Okay. That's not so bad. I mean, we are at 6, so that's a little scary, actually. It's a little bit scary, mate. It's a little bit scary. It's just a little bit. Now, this activation ability at instant speed might be able to negate. So 1 player, 1 damage. I think it'll still hit the player. Ooh, okay. Okay. Go ahead and resolve it. There's that shoulder drip, baby. Alright. So they want to swing Bop and Bop. So they don't use the mana there. Not so sure about that. We get our treasures, though. Now, Shouldered... Man, Shouldered's annoying here. Would we ever want to do this? No. Absolutely no reason. Oh, and we make him tilt it. Wait, what? We didn't have that much life gain there. That was getting close, right? If any of those 1/1s hit us, we're down to 4, and then 2 shoulder triggers. So we had fun this match. Yeah, I probably should have counted the Gix, but I also felt, hey, let's just bop that. This is going to be able to swing. and we could Cityscape into a Galleon swinging. This is going to hit for 6 no matter what. Shoulder would come down. I don't think we'd die unless they forced us to draw cards, right? Unless they had a way of forcing us to draw cards, we had it in the bag. So, anyway, let's get one more for you today. Feeling pretty good. Okie dokie, game 2. Let's go. Pretty good hand. We got the Iconoclast, and we got the Schooner. I only fit 1 in the deck. Now, you could obviously lean towards the Schooner, being that we're making 1/1s. You can very easily tap the Schooner. So we didn't really have a way actually of laying this on turn 2. So that's pretty lame, man. That's pretty lame stuff. Whoa, look at this. Whoa, that is dope, man. Hell yeah. One of my favorite lands, and just look at that art. Ooh, makes me want to get that. That really makes me want to get that. And also this. That's a pretty dang good looking land there as well. Holy. Okay. Huh. This has 5 toughness. This is green-red. Or green-white. 5 toughness says, sure, if you don't have black. The 5 toughness is real, yo. They cannot remove that with red. Usually with a fight spell early enough in the game. So against certain colors, you're feeling pretty safe. If they do the 5, you know, there's 3 mana removal red spells for burn. Unless they're using like Borrow Time or one of the white spells. The many amazing white 3-drops right now. But they go for the Pia. Cool. It's a Pia type of day. So let's hit them with this. Let's hit him with a that. A boom. Oh, what's up? No point in swinging. Let's go ahead and take advantage. Ooh, the protocol's kind of nasty, but actually the land. Okay, but hitting the Galleon here, we're going to ramp with the Galleon. That's the way we can get to these, I swear. The Galleon is better than it looks because of that reason. You have multiple Galleons. You're creating like two treasures with either the Galleon trigger or the Dragonspark. Which the Dragonspark can very much be a win con. It's sort of, that last game was interesting. They maybe had a chance there if they played it out, but I don't think so, really. They would have been a little bit short. So, haha, we got the dub because we are so good at gaming. We are the gamers who game. All right, big damage coming out from the opponent here. We're terrified. We're shaking in our boots. Goodbye. Come again. Goodbye. This entered the battlefield this turn, right? So let's say hello to my little friend. Wait, so this can swing too if you tap 2. So yeah, so we do this. Wait. Oh, it's over. It's over. It's absolutely over. It's crazy how over it is. The overness is out of this world. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I am going to call it here. I know, guys, that it was sort of a short video. Before you're too upset, I do want to say, again, sorry about the previous videos being cut off rather short in the middle of the games. Like, that's so lame to cut them off in the middle of the games. But, you know, what I really want to do with these videos is sort of showcase the deck, talk about it, especially at the beginning, give you guys some inspiration, and sort of show you at least some of the functioning. I think with the 2 videos we have today, we showed off some of the functioning of the deck, and we sort of showed off the power of sort of the vehicles that we are using, and just sort of the Dragonspark, the Third Path. Of course, Akal didn't get to be shown off as much in these particular 2 quick games that I'm showcasing today. However, the real reason too is like the videos take so long to process, so I do want to keep the videos relatively short just so that I can get them out to you at a relatively good time, because like every extra 10 minutes is like at least an extra hour and a half or 2 sometimes of uploading. So blah 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 blah. That's my long spiel at the end, but I hope you got to see that Akal here is really strong every time an artifact is entering the thing, which is one of these, of course, or just any of this, any of our various good cards. We're going to be able to trigger that. It's basically an insane card advantage, and it blocks all day against 1/1s and things like that. The 1/5 body is pretty nice. Of course, Tamio's logbook, we didn't really get to show it off too much. I think we got to show it off maybe in the first game, did we? But this could be pretty good. You start drawing cards for basically nothing. As you make more and more treasures with this, by hitting them with more and more Galleons, these treasures ramp up. They trigger your Dragonspark Reactors, and you have this chain going for quite a while. So, I know the gameplay is a little bit short. I do apologize for the previous videos. Thank you guys for bearing with me. And I will be posting much more Magic content coming out going forward here. I was a little distracted by the Light No Fire reveal, which is a cool, awesome new game that I'm super excited for. I hope you guys are too. Check out my sort of trailer breakdown and just general discussion video if you are interested. It's going to be a very cool new survival game from Hello Games, the creators of No Man's Sky, which is pretty much a love letter to video games as far as I'm concerned. Absolutely amazing game. And now I'm just talking about a totally different game, but if you're still here, it basically does Minecraft better than Minecraft, and it does Pokemon better than Pokemon. The procedural generation is the best on the market, and what they've managed to do with the scope of things with such a small team, absolutely remarkable. It's just great. It's commendable at the very least. So they deserve our respect and attention. And but yeah, I'll be continuing to just get back up to Diamond thanks to the Mono White humans. I will try to post a budget video here going forward. Also, I believe that the Tarkir set coming out quite soon, or rather, it's the detective set for standard. Oh my god, I forgot the name. The Karlov Manor, something. Karlov Manor is the next one, so I'll be posting a video for that. And yeah, so this was a lot of fun. I think we got to show off we got to oil the machines just a bit for you. Of course, I always want to show it off a little bit longer. And it's funny how the games right before I start recording are always like super crazy or whatever. So, but anyway, I love you guys. You guys are rock stars. The support is unbelievable. I'm having a lot of fun. Keep your eyes peeled for the next one. Good luck out there. Yeah, good luck on the arena. And peace.